Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Thank you, Raven. Raven. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow.
I was in McDonald's this morning. I was in line counting out my change because I had a lot of change to get me some coffee. This lady behind me, she thought I was broke because I was counting out the change. I looked around, I seen her handing me $1. I couldn't take that dollar from her. I could never take any money to hustle my people. So I said, no thank you, but I felt very good. She made me feel pretty good. Never in my life would I take from my people.
Take your phone out.
He had his hands up when a Gwinnett County police sergeant clocked him during a traffic stop. Another officer then kicked him.
Back on track.
I'm going to take a slight issue with the question because actually the White House is on track and we're actually, I think, doing a really good job. Well, I actually do think from a messaging perspective.
Characteristics.
Drags him to the ground. Seconds later, a second officer runs up and kicks the suspect in the head. A bystander capturing the encounter on his cell phone. Bloody in his sports.
Now in custody, a 39-year-old whose apparent Facebook is filled with racist posts and unusual pictures, including one with him holding what looks like a sword. Investigators say he went by the nickname Black Jesus and yelled Allahu Akbar after the shooting. Police have not called this terrorism, but are looking into whether this may have been a hate crime. All the victims were white.
I thank you. I do thank you. Greetings, everybody. I'm glad you was able to come out. This is not a game at all. This is nothing going to be easy. Before we really get started, let me show you. Let me show you something. This is Senator John McCain. Now, what I'm about to show you is John McCain's hand. And pay close attention to his lifeline. According to his lifeline, he doesn't have very much time left on this planet. And most of you, of the younger people, you don't even know nothing about Dick Gregory. He hang out with Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. He's a great activist, very great activist. But because he talks against the white race so much, they didn't give him no respect when he died. I am shocked. I am shocked that he died. Here's a picture of him. Better yet, here's a clip of some of his speeches.
Think. Think. You know the Bible. I know it. God made Adam. Y'all know this story? Huh? And Adam said to God, I am what? Lonely. Huh? And when God didn't say, nigga, how can you be lonely when I ain't made nobody but you? No, you liar. You the fool. Huh? How can you be lonely? Huh? When I ain't made but one person, you buy into that, and you niggas think y'all here ready to take over. See, they're ready to take over nothing. Now, you go out, and you punch this in the door. We can walk from here to California and punch this, and not another car open up at your... You know what kind of technology's in here? You know what kind of tech... Not another car will open up but yours. And this is a toy. What do you think they really got? This is a toy. You have it every day. When you get it, they don't tell you nothing. They make you think, pop, pop. Okay, and they got this here, can turn off all the lights in your room and can blow your house up. They got systems that any gun you got made since 1945, they can blow it up with a satellite. Not, what was it, my 6-year-old granddaughter asked me a couple of months, Granddad, is God smart? I said, they say he is. I don't think he's smart. Why? Well, he sent his son down here to die for our sins. Why didn't he just kill the devil? It ain't but one devil. It's a different mentality out here now. You understand? That's what...
Dick Gregory was one of the great activists. Great activist. But no one even knows he just died. No one know he died. I don't think the black folk gave him respect. I know the white folks didn't give him no respect. And I think they killed him. I think the white folks killed him. I don't think he died at all. We don't hear nothing about his dying, how he died, or nothing. Why? And when you speak the things of the Bible, the book of Enoch was taken out. That's a very powerful book. It's the black folks' book. It has astrology and everything else involved in it that you think is taboo. But it's not taboo. They took it out of the Bible, but God didn't take it out. God, if God put something in the Bible, what gives man right to take it out? You know, the book of Enoch was taken out. Now, Enoch is Noah's grandfather. So if you go and look on the internet for Enoch, they'll show you, and then you'll see where they'll show Noah getting off of the ark. You know, in the book of Enoch, they talk about Enoch, but they also, if they're going to talk about Enoch, they're going to talk about his son and the grandson and the flood. They'll show you Noah as an albino. Well, let's explain to you. His great-great-granddaughter, Noah's great-great-granddaughter, is a friend of mine. She just flew just the other day back to South Africa. She has a church over there. She has a ministry over here in America. She assured me that Noah was black. By the way, Noah is the last name, not the first name. Anyway, she assured me Noah was black. And she said the albinos was the white folks. Turned out to be the white folks when they came off of that ark. You have to be careful. There's a lot of stuff out there, and it's all propaganda. And of course, when you read it, you believe it. I would have believed it, except I spoke to the person firsthand. I spoke to the exact relative. What got me started was this guy named, of all names, um, Malachi. He's a friend of mine. His name's Malachi, though. He ran up to me one day at the park, and he wanted to tell me how he seen these videos about Enoch, and how he thought it was some kind of sin or something other. I said, wait a minute. Enoch was Noah's grandfather. He didn't know that. I said, it can't be all that bad. But that's what got me going to do some research. And I immediately called Noah's granddaughter's great-great-granddaughter. I had to get into this a little deeper. I'm going to have her on my show, my program, so you can hear some very advanced stuff that you're not going to hear in America. This comes straight out of Africa, where it all began.
Move on the high seas. It was a tense encounter in international waters. We get the latest on all of it tonight from our Pentagon correspondent, Hans Nichols.
For the Iranian ship, an unmistakable warning. The Revolutionary Guard vessel coming within 150 yards of the USS Thunderbolt. Navy footage from a mile away documenting the close call.
Time on deck is 0720 Zulu. We are operating in the Northern Arabian Gulf.
The Thunderbolt, one of 4 American ships, including the USS Bella Gulf, a guided missile cruiser conducting routine patrols in international waters, according to military officials. The Iranian craft inbound at a high rate of speed, ignoring attempts to establish radio contact. The U.S. crew sending short blasts on the ship's whistle, followed by the unambiguous sound of a .50 caliber machine gun. The Iranian vessel slowed and then stopped. Iran's naval forces no stranger to the U.S. Navy. Last January, the Revolutionary Guard captured 2 U.S. command boats that strayed into Iranian waters.
Did you see that? The United States ain't playing around. They were just shooting and firing. That's them firing. Man, good thing the other ship didn't fire back. We'd be at war today. I told you it's going to be with Iran. All these other folks jumped up and down. That could be with somebody else, but it's scheduled. It's scheduled according to the stars. There's no way out of it. But I'm a Navy man. I was on the story just like that. We chased the submarine, a Russian submarine. They never admitted it. You know, in the newspapers. 2 days later, we got knocked into the aircraft carrier, the USS Hornet. Same ship that went over there and picked up the satellite from coming from the moon a while back. Same aircraft carrier. We were protecting it. So I get excited when I see a Navy ship doing something. But this is some serious stuff. Them storms down in Texas, I told you when I put out my videos on clouds, my video, I'm going to put it out again right after this comes out. The clouds of war, I call it. We are blessed from this area right here. Trust me. But if you're in those areas, you know that something's wrong, because this is not only the floods and the hurricanes, but the sound. You hear what this thunder that you listen to around here, that's if it let go. They give it a sample. God gives you a sample here, a boom. But that boom, can't imagine it being 4 times that heavy. Well, anyway. But a lot of folks was meditating and, well, not meditating, but praying and saying, well, we're just going on to heaven. But that's where you're programmed at. What you need to be doing is fighting like everyone else out here, fighting to correct this thing. Peace out.